you ever want to see a live-action Scooby-Doo movie with a guest band and also feels like it's directed by James Wan? Well, we kind of do in this new movie that I'm going to talk about. I'm talking about Studio 666 starring the Foo Fighters. The iconic band is going to record their 10th studio album. However, what they don't know about the studio that they're recording at, it possesses a lot of demonic elements in it and things are going demonically wrong. This movie is stupid, but this movie knows that it's stupid and is having a great time with it. Even though this movie is silly and fun, it does manage to have some good horror elements to it as well. The movie has some great practical effects, some great gore effects, some great blood, and actually some great scares, and I was actually really surprised that the movie actually felt like a horror movie. The movie even contains some great cameos. It was pretty cool to see someone from Slayer since their retirement. We even got a John Carpenter cameo, we even got some of his music too. What I really liked about this movie is that it actually felt like a horror movie. I felt like the people behind the movie actually knew what a horror movie was. It wasn't just like Hollywood cashing in, hey, let's make a cheesy horror movie. This movie actually felt like a genuine horror movie at times, and even with the practical effects and even the music score, I felt like this was something I would have seen back in the early 1990s. And I mean that in a good way. Even as the band was rehearsing their new sound that they're going for in this film, I was even finding myself tapping my foot. I found myself thinking, I was like, are the Foo Fighters going to be going death metal on this new album that they're going for? Because I was like, I'm hearing blast beats in the background right now, and I was like, these actually seem genuinely real. Since they've been around, I always felt like the Foo Fighters seemed like a group of guys that just seemed like they'd be fun to hang out with. The acting in this movie isn't all great, and even some of the jokes don't all land, but it definitely adds to the charm of the movie. And Pat was my favorite person in the entire movie. There's been some years where bands have been making movies. Not all of them have been great, but I will say, would definitely like to rewatch this movie because I felt like the Foo Fighters actually felt like they knew what they were doing through this entire movie. Some of those other movies that I had mentioned felt like that wasn't the case. And that's why I feel like when this movie comes onto streaming or when it comes available to DVD, I'll be watching this movie plenty more of times. I'm going to give Studio 666 a B. Well, hopefully you like what you see here. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'm Mike the Movie Misfit, and I'll see you at the movies.
Get more out of life. Go out to a movie.